LBC, the home of left-wing bigotry. I used to listen to that years ago because it was interesting and it was fun. It really was. It wasn't one-sided as it is today. You had presenters with all different political opinions. And back then, when I listened to James O'Brien, yes, I did used to listen to him. He was kind of neutral and he had to go at everyone. Even people I liked and admired. He'd point out their faults, what they did, and I thought, oh, yeah, fair point. Well put. Spot on. He's right. But now, he's turned into this some sort of really bigoted, hypocritical, smug. He's the epitome of the champagne socialist. He really is. A wine bar activist. A wealthy metropolitan elite Londoner who has no idea about life outside London or normal working class people. That's what I get. If you listen to him now, he's like completely changed. He's got a few books out. His latest one, I think it's How They Destroyed Britain. That is, like someone described it, left-wing conspiracy theory, basically. That's what that is. The whole book. The guy's crazy. Or is he? Because he's making a lot of money. Can you make a lot of money and still be crazy? Yeah, of course you can. Anyway, he doesn't like Nigel Farage, or as he calls him, Nigel Farage. He's got a lot of childish names for Nigel Farage. He doesn't like Brexit. He's not a fan of Trump, the Tories. He's proper left-wing to his core. He even looks it. He did a book event a few years ago. And the way he sat down on the sofa, the way his legs crossed so tightly, I thought, nah, he hasn't got any bollocks. Any man with balls can't sit that way with their legs crossed. I'm sorry, no, not sorry. So anyway, Nigel Farage was at LBC Studios in Leicester Square the other morning, where he was doing like a phone-in with Nick Ferrari, who does the breakfast show. And he precedes James O'Brien. Now, Nigel Farage finished his stint, and as he walked out the building, James O'Brien was taking over the mic. And what happened next was just a cowardly display of hypocrisy, shameful hypocrisy, and just smugness and hatred. Like I said, he hates Nigel Farage with a passion. He really does. You can tell in his voice. And he called out Nigel Farage's lies, and he went on to mention the Farage riot, the so-called Farage riots. Can anyone find me a clip or an article Nigel Farage has said or written where he calls for riots, especially the ones in August? Because I can't. Can you? Even Tommy Robinson, for that matter. I can't recall or see anyone prominent on social media or anywhere else calling for the riots. Sure, there were people who said stupid things. Lucy Connolly wrote what she did, apologised and deleted it, and she's looking at a prison sentence. Many others are. So really, these were protests which were meant for decent people concerned about what's happening in this country. Instead, it was hijacked by a few idiots who rightly were punished. And if they haven't been caught yet, then they need to be. Because what they did was undermine and ruin it for everyone. I think that's a fair comment, isn't it? Anyway, now the reason James O'Brien's tirade was hypocritical is because he forgets Cal Beach. Now, I've tried to find somewhere where James O'Brien has apologised for his part in this, but I can't find it. And if he has, then I am sorry. I take this video back. But until then, I have a right to call him out, I think. Now, for those of you who don't know, Cal Beach was a guy whom accused prominent members of society of being part of a paedophile ring which abused and killed kids like him. He said he was a victim of these people. Turned out none of it was true. He ruined lives. I think it was Field Marshal the Lord Bramall, one of them he accused, a guy who stormed the beaches on D-Day in his youth in the army. Rose to the highest ranks and his reputation tarnished. Now, I think it was his wife went to her grave not knowing if he was innocent or not. Turned out he was. It might have been him that died. Look it up, you'll know. But either way, he ruined lives. He really did. And for what? The guy was a fantasist. Now, James O'Brien bought this. Now, considering James O'Brien is a journalist, like to tell people he's a journalist, it's evident he didn't look into it deep enough, if at all, because he used his Twitter platform with, at the time, hundreds of thousands of followers to be used, as well as his LBC Radio show to be used, and he used other mainstream media friends and editors and journalists to help spread this lie. And it's disgraceful. It really is disgraceful. Like I said, I haven't heard him apologise for this. If he has, I'm sorry, but until then, you know, I don't think James O'Brien has any moral high ground whatsoever when it comes to calling anyone out for their lies after what he did. And it turned out this Cal Beach was a paedophile himself, so he got arrested. He got done for miscarriage of justice, as well as paedophilia, child abuse. I think it was images he had. And 18 years for what he did is a long time, so it's pretty serious. Yeah, a left-winger being hypocritical, calling people out for things that he has done, i.e. spread lies. It's just typical of the mainstream media now, and society and social media in general. And we have to call these people out, don't we? We really do. And there we go. LBC, the home of left-wing bigotry. If you can listen to that station, especially to James O'Brien, for more than 10 minutes, you're a better man than I am. I can't stand the guy. I really can't. What a smug, smarmy, left-wing snob he is. He really is. Anyway, I'm done. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.